to the Climb Finance video podcast. This is your host, Keenan Lynch here, where we discuss investments, financial markets, economics, and the like. In today's episode, we're going to discuss ETFs, exchange-traded funds, the best performers of the year and the worst performers of the year. So let's get into it. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing great, if you're wondering. So, pretty short video today on ETFs. You know, obviously, exchange-traded funds, it's a basket of securities that are sold on exchange just like a stock. There's ETFs for certain financial sectors, whether it's consumer discretionary or communications stocks or whatever. We're going to take a look at them. So let's get right into it here. So here we are. We're taking a look at the moment for these are certain sector ETFs. So there's about 10 or so here. And you can see these different categories that I was talking about just before. If you take a look at the S&P 500 index, that's just, the market in general, up about 15 or 16% year to date since the beginning of the year. We can see that the top performing sector so far this year is communications. We take a look at some of these the biggest holdings in this ETF basket. You have Facebook, you've got Google, Netflix, Warner Brothers, Activision, Blizzard are some of the biggest holdings. The second best performing is technology holdings, such as NVIDIA. Obviously, semiconductors have been explosive with their growth this year. NVIDIA is leading the charge. Salesforce, Adobe, some more semiconductors, and AMD, more semiconductors. So that's been a very profitable investment this year. And then lastly, consumer discretionary, in other words, non-essential products and services. You have Tesla, Carnival, Cruises, Amazon, Airbnb, Chipotle, things like that. That rounds out number 3 for best performing. There's a few in the red this year. Utilities, energy, PG&E, NRG, Edison, Southern. Real estate, I guess not really all that surprising, but with interest rates going up, prices are kind of coming down as there's less demand for those expensive interest payments. And then healthcare, kind of surprising. I guess it must have had its major boom back in 2020 during COVID. But not doing all that well this year. And then lastly, consumer staples, beer companies, Walmart, not doing as well. The thing about consumer staples is these are profitable businesses, but the growth is somewhat capped compared to companies like Facebook or Tesla or whatever. They do well in times of uncertainty, but even though a lot of people predicted recession in 2023, it hasn't happened. It has not really happened. Obviously, tech stocks got crushed the last 18 months, but they've rebounded really strongly. 2022 was terrible. 2023 has been solid. It's been solid. So we're going to take a look at some of the highest, more specific ETFs. These are more sector-wide, but here are some of the other top performers for the ETFs for year-to-date, excluding leverage. And I was a bit surprised to see like Bitcoin miners ETF, blockchain ETF, I wasn't all that surprised. Like microsectors, FANG, Facebook, Alphabet, Netflix, um, and the like. And just scrolling through here, it's just so much technology. That's ARC FinTech Innovation ETF. Obviously, that's a well-known one. Just so much technology, semiconductors, a ton of technology. Take that what you will. Um, Quickly, we're going to go over to lowest ETF year to date. Um, Russia has been getting slaughtered. The Russian ETF, I should say. Uh, Natural gas, solar, surprisingly. I thought solar would just kind of be on the up and up, bright as the sun, but it goes through its own cycles as well. Cannabis, biotech, Chinese biotech specifically, clean energy. So clean energy has been getting kind of crushed. Meanwhile, technology is doing well. It's a bit surprising. Yeah, it really is. It really is surprising to me. And then, this is really interesting. Country ETFs. I've always found it just to be pretty fascinating. Um, Country performances, things like that. So, some of the best performers year to date, we have Argentina, which is somewhat surprising uh, because, they have a bit of economic issues going on with hyperinflation and such. Greece, Ireland, Mexico, Nigeria, Spain, all having pretty profitable years. And then taking a look at some others that are not doing so well: Hong Kong, Thailand, Finland, South Africa, China. Not going to get into why all certain countries are doing well while others are not, but it's very interesting nonetheless. So yeah, in summary, some of the best ETFs this year, mostly communications, as well as technology and consumer discretionary, like Tesla and Chipotle. Um, Surprisingly, fintech, technology, crypto ETFs are doing well, and then just kind of a mix of which countries are doing well in terms of year-to-date performance. And so that's all I got for today. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.